Hey lovelies, this is SJ at Infinite Fire Readings, and today I'm going to be talking to you about how to read reversals in the tarot. Need to clear some space on my desk. Alright, so the tarot has 78 cards in it. They all have different meanings, and 78 meanings is a lot to learn in the first place. However, reversals make another 78 additional meanings, so that adds up to what? 78 times 2. So that's 156 meanings that each of the cards can have, and even those cards alone can have significant variances in what they mean at any given time. So today we're just going to look at how to read reversals. It's pretty simple overall. This doesn't necessarily apply in every single case, so it can really help you if you are just looking to start reading reversals or improve reading reversals and make your life a little bit easier in reading the cards. So I'm going to be using this tarot deck today, which is from Jonathan B, and the cards are illustrated by Shirley Barker. I've had it forever. It was sort of one of the original new decks, I think, that came out maybe, I don't know, 20, 30 years ago. I'm not 100% sure. I really don't know, actually. Look into it. It's pretty groovy. Keep in mind as well that the guidebook that you have with your cards is also going to give you insight into the tarot that you have, and each author has a little bit of a different interpretation, even if just slightly. So it can be really helpful to refer to your book and have a look through. It doesn't really matter if I shuffle them or not, because obviously we're just going to be looking at the differences in upright cards and reversal cards. So we'll start with something simple. I'm just going to find you something here. The Ace of Cups. Aces generally can be seen as the seeds of something, new opportunities, the birth of an idea, something brand new coming into your life. They can be about potentials, beginnings, ideas coming in or gestating in the mind. They symbolize newness, and generally in the upright they're usually a positive sign, which is kind of why I wanted to pick this card to start with. The Ace of Cups to me can symbolize new emotional beginnings, a new cup of love coming in, new emotional offerings, being open to receiving new offerings from the universe that are of an emotional nature. Different readers have different perspectives on each of the cards, so it is a good idea to go and check out other readers' opinions as well, because there is just always so much to learn with the tarot, and every single reader has something that you can learn from. I'm always still learning. As you can see, it has some fundamental basic meanings. If we break it down, the Ace is about newness and potential, beginnings. And Cups are about emotions, love, romance, emotional connections, relationships as well. So if in the upright it's about a new cup coming in of emotional fulfillment or emotional love, a simple way to read it in the reverse is simply to reverse the meaning. In the reverse, it could mean not receiving an emotional offer, someone not coming forward with their cup, not giving a cup of emotional love, something not beginning, some emotional offer not coming in, a love situation that didn't start or hasn't yet started. Depending on the reading you're doing, it's still an intuitive process, and it can vary depending on what kind of reading that you're doing. So for instance, for a love reading, you have a new emotional offer coming in of love. You're giving your cup of love to someone. New love is coming in for you. In the reverse, your love offer hasn't yet come in for you. You didn't give your cup of love to someone. Someone didn't give their cup of love to you. You see? It's pretty simple if you look at it that way. This can apply for pretty much all of the cards in a lot of ways. Knight of Swords, rushing forward with hasty action, hasty decisions, maybe being blunt, not using tact, quick actions and assertion, dealing with a Gemini, Libra or Aquarius. In the reverse, not taking action, someone not taking action towards you, lack of communication, shut down communication, a cutting off of communication, releasing something to do with a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. The Three of Swords, heartbreak, grief, loss, experiencing pain, going through a breakup, sadness. In the reverse, release of heartbreak, releasing grief and releasing pain, moving on, moving forward, getting over a breakup. The Magician, manifesting, manipulation, making things come into your world, creation, manifesting new things into your life, being creative, taking all elements and utilizing them. In the reverse, not manifesting what you want, not being able to manipulate a situation in your favor, someone not manipulating you, not being able to create what you want, not feeling creative. As you can see, it can apply to pretty much all of the cards. There are a few instances where I'd say it doesn't completely apply and where you're probably going to want to trust your intuition a little bit more. Though card reading is generally all about intuition, because as you can see, even in the upright, they have a multitude of meanings, and in the reverse, they have a multitude of meanings as well. It depends on the context. So sometimes some cards don't have the exact opposite meaning. I think you discover that as you go along, though I generally think it's a pretty good rule of thumb to use when you're reading cards. Though, for instance, one of the cards that this may differ for is the Nine of Swords. The Nine of Swords is about sleepless nights, anxiety, stressing over mental anguish, just being so caught up in your own head, really, really worried about something. In the reverse, it can be seen as releasing those thoughts, releasing anxiety, letting go of mental anguish, etc. However, in some readers' eyes and places that I've researched along my path, I have seen this come up as even more anxious. So anxious you can't think. So anxious you're locked in your own space. So it really, really depends on how you read the cards and what the message is that you're seeing in relation to the other cards being presented to you. That's just one example. And again, that may not be how you see that card. It may not be something that you choose to see in the Nine of Swords. It might simply mean release of anguish for you. So it's really about understanding your own personal style and your own personal interpretations of the cards as well. I really predominantly like to see this card as the release of mental anxiety. Most of the time I tend to read it as releasing stress, and most of the time it tends to just naturally fit that way for the better anyway in the reading. So there you have it, how to read reversals. Easy peasy. Feel free to comment below as well if you do have any questions about reading reversals, or if you simply have a different thought on how to read them as well. I'm always open to seeing your comments and suggestions and insights into new information. I'm always learning as well, so yeah, feel free to let me know. Overall, it's important to remember that tarot is a beautiful and fascinating tool, and it's fun to utilize whether you're looking to read the future or gain insights and clarity into your own perspectives about things, maybe connecting dots that you hadn't thought of. That's why I love tarot. That's why I read the tarot, and I do wish you all of the success in your own tarot journey. Thanks so much for watching. Please like and subscribe as well. I'll catch you next time. Bye!